Welcome back, everyone. I'm Michael Ives, and thanks for joining us here late night for some sports update action. We'll start off with some Friday Night Lights prep football and head right out to the West Valley field, where the Wolfpack was taking on the Juneau Douglas Crimson Bears.
After getting their first win of the season on the road last weekend, the West Valley Wolfpack looked to keep the momentum going at home against the visiting Juneau Douglas Crimson Bears. The teams would trade blows in the first quarter as Juneau quarterback Dorian Isaac finds his backfield weapon, Manasseh Maki, in the corner of the end zone. And the Red and Gold would answer with a Zach Lester read option quarterback keeper as he drags Maki past the pylon and in for the score. Then it's Joshua Cummings heating up, and the Wolfpack runner explodes for a 66-yard run, cutting and pounding through Bears defenders. Then Lester goes to the air attack and finds Prince Cooks loose over the middle of the field for a 20-plus yard touchdown, and the Wolfpack lead Juneau 27-15 at the half. A quick West Valley fumble allows an Isaac quarterback sneak score, but the Wolfpack answers with another Cummings blast as he rips off a 39-yard chunk and scores to make it 33-22 West Valley. The Wolfpack offense keeps the foot on the pedal, and Prince Cooks strikes from 40 yards out with a nice sweep handoff taken to the house. And Xavier Jones drives in the nail with a touchdown run up the gut as the West Valley Wolfpack earn back-to-back wins with a 46-35 win over Juneau. It was senior night out at Lathrop High School as the Malamutes recognized their 12 seniors, but the visiting Palmer Moose would try to play spoilers early on. Jared Layton strikes first for Palmer with a rushing touchdown from 15 yards out in the first quarter, but the home team draws even with a Glenn Maiden to Nathan Barnett touchdown pass to tie it at 7 apiece. Palmer scores quick to take a lead, but Maiden comes right back out, guns firing, and finds Daniel Holtree. The senior celebrates his night with a 48-yard touchdown scamper to tie it at 14 before the end of the first. Then Palmer's Chase Ferris finds Angle again and angles off for a 70-yard scamper and score to put the visiting Moose on top 20-14 at the half. And in the second stanza, Lathrop turns to their running game and starts handing the rock to Travis Phillips. Phillips gallops for a 25-yard score and gives Lathrop their first lead of the game at 21-20. But the Moose would respond, and this time it's Ferris with the scamper as he jukes and jives down the sideline for a 75-yard score, and Palmer leads 26-21 headed to the fourth. Then it's back to Phillips on the ground for the purple and gold, and his 10-yard touchdown plunge gives Lathrop a 28-26 lead. Palmer drives down the field late with a chance to win, but it's Jarius Maiden getting a huge touchdown-saving tackle, and the Malamutes close the door on the Moose for their 5th straight win with a 28-26 victory. The big win gives the Lathrop Malamutes their first Rail Belt Conference title since 1998.
And it was Game 3 of a 4-game set at the NAHL Showcase for your defending champion Fairbanks Ice Dogs. Today they took on the Rio Grande Valley Killer Bees, and let's check out that action.
It was Game 3 of a 4-game set at the NAHL Showcase for your Fairbanks Ice Dogs, and after splitting the first pair, the Dogs would be looking for a big win against the Rio Grande Valley Killer Bees. Fairbanks gets it going in the first period with a Robin Carlson power play tally thanks to a Hans Gorowski and Caden Cahill assist, but from there the Killer Bees swarm. Dan Kuseroy gets the power play tally to draw even in the second period, and Rio Grande goes bonkers in the third period. Goals from Dean Balsamo, Parker Wood, and Dallas Gerards give the Bees a commanding 4-1 lead before Ethan Somoza scratches and claws in another power play tally to make it 4-2 with less than 3 minutes remaining. The Bees get an empty net tally and the 5-2 win as Ice Dogs goalie Packy Munson stops 23 of 27 shots faced and takes the loss, with Fairbanks right back on the ice tomorrow for a big rematch of last year's Robertson Cup finals against the Austin Bruins.
And the other two interior teams get to play each other as the unbeaten number 2 ranked Eielson Ravens face the Monroe Rams tomorrow at 1 p.m. on Kiwanis Field behind the Big Dipper. The Rams got win number 1 of their season last weekend, 26-14, over the Voznesenka Cougars, but draw a monster in the bye-week rested Ravens as they storm to reclaim their 2012 state title snatched away by the Nikiski Bulldogs last year. The Nanook volleyball team played on the road last night against Western Washington, and the tough start continues for the blue and gold. The Vikings entered as the number 10 ranked team in all of Division II volleyball, and they imposed their will on the visiting Alaskans. The Nanooks fall in 3 straight sets, 25-17, 25-13, and 25-14, as Alaska remains winless at 0-10 on the season. The Nanooks have been swept in straight sets their last 7 losses in a row, and have just 2 set wins in 32 sets played this year. Alaska gets their home GNAC schedule rolling tomorrow against Seattle Pacific, with first serve set for 7 p.m. at the Patty Center. And with the North Pole and Mitchell raceways closed for the season, there's just one more chance to see some tires spin and some pistons pumping as Parrish Racing hosts their final mud bog event of the year this Saturday behind the North Pole Speedway. Now, tomorrow's event will feature not just some mucky mud runs from the 5 classes of mechanical monsters, but also some lawnmower drag races and a human mud run. Racing starts at 2 p.m. and remember to bring a change of clothes if you want to run the muck. Or I guess you can just bring a towel for your truck seat and do what you do. That does it for sports. Zach Rover is up next with all you need to know about the weather for this weekend at hand. I'm Michael Ives saying have a great weekend and thanks for joining us right here at CBS News 13.